Okay. Um, Welcome back. I honestly don't remember what we were doing last time. Um, I think we just unlocked a bunch of new stuff like coal. Yep, we unlocked coal, which I remember there were like 3 nodes over there that we used the giant ladder to go see. We have the tractor. Um, let's see. What else did we unlock? We unlocked vehicular transport and... Okay, so yeah. Today we are working on pipes. Pipes and coal power. Good looks. We have a ton of coal. We have like 3 nodes over there. Actually, let me scan that again to see what kind of nodes they are. So, here's the thing about nodes. Nodes come in 3 different rarities. We got purity normal, we got purity impure, and we got purity pure. Pure will give you the most coal um, per like at the highest rate. It'll give you the most coal um, at the highest speed. Um, then it's normal. Then it's pure. I mean impure. Um, but honestly, with coal, you can use impure nodes. From what I found, for a lot of what you need, at least like for me in my other worlds, that lasted me until I got to fuel. Um, and I had a huge fuel plant. In fact, I might even try and find where I made the old fuel plant because I made it twice and it worked great in both times. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. First, let's set another milestone. Actually, uh, let's check on what we spent so much time last time on. Um, which was and I just realized something. Just now, to get the Explorer, I actually don't. It's not something you unlock through the space elevator. It is research. I believe it's Caterium, and you need like crystal oscillators, which we don't get for a very long time. Anyhow, oh look at this. We're backed up on plates. And it looks like screws are, yep, way more than 12. We are good to go. So this should be working 100%. Yep, 100% uptime, which is great. Um, so actually, to further make this efficient, let's first check how much power we have available before we go mess with the coal. We have a good amount. So if I overclock this, overclocking makes it go faster, produce faster, but it does take a little bit more power. Um, so that's why I had to check and see how much power we had. But looks like we have enough. So let's see if I can't. Do something with that. So we'll take a slug. It's the slugs that you pick up at random parts of the world. I don't know if you remember seeing the slug in the previous episode where I was like, is that a purple? That was a purple slug. And purple slugs can give you 5 power shards. And I'll show you how power shards work here in a second. So, if I put this power shard in here, it won't let me. Because I haven't I haven't unlocked that yet. I've unlocked the power shard, but not the ability to use it, so that's fun. Anyhow, so ignoring that, let's get back to business on coal. So let's see. We're gonna want. I think I'm gonna want enough materials to get 2 miners, I'll at least want to have enough stuff for 2 water extractors. And then let's say enough stuff for like 5 of these, and then a ton of pipes, right? Like, so yeah, I'm gonna need a ton of copper sheets. But for now, let us see. So logistically, let's take a look. Yeah, like I said, the water is over there, and the coal is actually right there. Not very far. The nearest source of water would actually be here, but I think I wanna try and get all our water sources from over there. So how far can I take this camera? Actually, you know what? Let's do some off-roading. We're good. Okay. All right, let's take a look at how feasible it would be to get water. Oh. Can I make a ladder down there? Oh, no! Oh, I'm gonna have to now. Alright, let's see. Can I put water extractors here? Yes! Okay, perfect. Only problem is, I'm gonna have to pipe it upward. That's gonna be a problem. Can I make foundations out here? Oh, I can. I can just build it out over the water. Might want to do that and just bring the coal over here. I think that actually might be a good idea. Yeah, actually, let me make that a little bit taller. Just, I know the water's not going to rise above it, but like, just for, it's not a dock, right? Like it's a factory. So yeah, this will be the coal plant. Whether or not I bring the coal through a well, let's see. What would the ramp need to look like if I was to do this? Let me look. Ooh, it'll have to be like all the way out there. I don't know how far out we can get this, but might be able to do like a zigzag. Is that over there? Is there something in there? Nope, just a little cubby. Anyway. Yeah, let's see about how we want to either... I want to at least have it be truck accessible. Maybe not, like, I don't have to use the truck, but, like, if I need to, I can. It's like if I do this, build it up 5. Did I put a square foundation here? How far up could I build it this way? No, that's too far. Alright, so then I'll build it facing this way. 5. I could have saved before this, and then if I don't like it, I can just load the save, but oh well. Five. And then another 2x2 foundation. And then what happens if I just do that? Will that make it? Let's see. Close. Actually, really close. If I moved all this over like a few, that would work. This did not take long to build. I think I will be okay if I need to take it all away. So yeah, let's try that out. Because they have not added vehicle elevators yet. I don't know if they ever will. They just added the personnel elevators in this new 1.1 update, but no vehicle elevators. So let's put it like right here, just to make sure we have enough room. 5. Because I like the distance of the 5. I think that worked well. 5. We don't need 4s, we'll use 2s. It doesn't cost anymore, it's just for aesthetics. Building 2-meter thick concrete foundations or 4, it doesn't really matter. But anyway, let's build. We'll build all the way up. See if that's far enough. A little bit more. Perfect. So let's pretend I take this guy. And there's like a base platform here. And I have the truck. And I fill it with fuel. And I want to go down. I'm like, wee, pretend there's a little part here and there's not a hole. And I turn, wee. And then I turn, wee. And then I turn. Hooray! But now here's the real issue is whether I can get back up. So let's make it turn. Let's try to. And theoretically, if this thing has 4 wheels and it's square, I think they should give it the option to like turn 360 and one in place, but whatever. Anyway. Looks like it works. So if we ever need to get a truck up and down, well, we can. That used a lot of iron plates, though. I just looked over it and saw that we're running low on them. Anyhow. When I myself want to get down, though, I might want to make a little bit of it easier time of it. But now I know I can at least bring a truck. Or a tractor. Okay. Back to business. So let's first see how the copper sheets are looking. Because if you remember, they're the farthest back on the manifold. So they're the least priority in terms of getting materials. But it looks like the manifold is full up. Yep. So at least the copper manifold is full up, which is good. And we got a lot of copper sheets, which is really nice. Now rotors are going to be the problem of today, because I have not automated rotors. Whoops. When I went to go automate rotors last episode, I found out that rotors are super expensive, at least on the screw side of things. And I only have Mark 1 miners, meaning the most I can get out of a node is 120 per minute, because this is a pure node, which means it's giving me the most. I don't think I unlocked Mark 2 miners, did I? No, I did not. Anyway, let's see how many of these we got. Alright, 70. Not bad. So, scan for some iron. Maybe we'll set up a rotor factory. Ooh, there's a lot of iron over there. Is that what I want to do? Well, you know what? Let's grab this quartz real quick, and then we'll... because that'll at least allow us to unlock the quartz tree.
Unknown crystalline mineral collected. This mineral is composed of the same chemical elements as quartz and may yield similar industrial functions. Research it in the MAM to establish classification and potential application.
I shall. Oops. Alright. So. Oh, that's Caterium. Might as well grab this too.
Unknown metal collected. This metallic element is showing properties similar to those in Group 11 on the periodic table, such as high conductivity and malleability. Research it in the MAM to establish classification and potential application.
It's like copper. Copper has high conductivity, and I'd say malleability, but some may not. I don't know. I don't know who wouldn't, but whatever. Anyway, let's take a look. Oh no, we can scan it. That's good. Get all that stuff in unlocked. Perfect.
The metal has been named Caterium after Fixit's greatest CEO, Katerina Parks. It has been added as a viable alternative to gold in industrial applications, specifically in advanced electronics due to its superconductivity, malleability, and corrosion resistance.
Oh, and it's a pure node. Perfect. And honestly, Caterium, for as far as I've needed it, a pure node will be more than enough. Yeah, those are really far, though. Yeah, those are really far, but that one should be enough to do whatever we need. And now let's research the quartz. Ah, they're the Blade Runners.
The crystalline mineral was a previously unknown variation of quartz, with uniquely large and flawless crystals, normally only found in synthetic quartz. The industrial application of this mineral will follow that of its synthetic counterpart, specifically in communication and exploration technologies.
Very good. So let's continue making rotors manually, where we just put the materials in ourselves. But let's see. Where is that iron compared to where we are now? Should be over this way. Yeah, so that's not. I see it over there. Actually, what I can do is I can. Yeah, we got a few iron nodes there. It's not too far. In fact, I don't know if I want to build a foundation all the way over there quite yet. I don't know what I'm taking so much damage from. But whatever. I think I can drive over there with the tractor and build at least a temporary setup where we're just making rotors. So let's grab all the stuff for that. So I'm gonna need a bunch of plates. Bunch of rods. Bunch of screws. A bunch of concrete. I hope concrete's built up a nice supply. Ever since we optimized it at the end of last episode. Let's see. Yes. Very nice. It just reminded me about how I took out the space elevator for the concrete last time. But you know what, let me... Why is this still so slow? Oh, it's probably because I have Mark. Let me do this real quick. And then that way they move a little faster. There we go. The efficiency is going up. Yeah, there we go. Now it'll fill up. Because we have the conveyor belt Mark IIs. They were just going, the limestone was just moving too slow before. So now, have a bunch of that stuff. Let's see. Time for a rotor factory. Let's go get one. But first, I would like to look at this stuff. Ah, yeah. I'd have to go get all the stuff from over there, the Caterium. But, like I said, rotors, let's stay focused. Here we are. Also some copper here. Oh, here's some sulfur. Might as well grab that too.
Unknown chemical element collected. This non-metallic and multivalent element seems to be present only in a solid state and exhibits a most pungent smell. It is fortunate fix-it helmets are of such high quality. Research it in the MAM to establish classification and potential application.
Yep, so that'll be used for like explosives and stuff like that. So yep, let's take a look at this iron. So we got iron here. Right there, there's a copper. What is that? That's more quartz. What is this? More sulfur. Might as well grab it. Alright. Any other resources around here I needed to know of? No. Okay. Let's get started. So, let's start with the foundation. So, if I just move this up, up, sure, that works. Give me a ladder up there. Okay. I think that was actually a mistake. Because... Can I make this jump? Alright, yes. Yes, I can. Can I make it back? Yes. Yes, I can. Now, you might be saying, if you can make it there, you can definitely make it back. But don't overestimate my parkour inabilities. So I don't know if we'll need that extra node, but let's build it this way. So in case I do, I can use it. Let's take this ladder real quick. Then the base line will be like right here. Because then if I want another miner, build it right here. Ooh. Oh, let me up, let me up, let me up. Alright, let me just make sure that if I build the miner here. Do whatever one. There we go. Just in case. So that way I can move it up and then over, and then we'll move it that way. All right. Alright, that should be a good enough start. Where is the iron node? The iron node's here. I could probably shave off at least this little bit. Alright, so we'll need, if they're normal, how much are they gonna give me? $60. Okay, so together they will make a pure node, which is what we have over there and over there. So we might actually end up needing both. So let's do that. Let's build it up. Build it out. Okay. Goes there, that goes there. Muy bien. Bet you know it's multilingual. What's that over there? Is that limestone? Yes. Yes, it is. Okay. Anyway. So this manifold will be a little bit different because it'll have two sources. But anyway, let's clear our list because we aren't doing that right now. So first, let's work on the splitters. Let's put splitters on 1, actually, because we've been using so much of them, and I will continue to use them. All right. Splitter into a smelter. Into a constructor. Classic. Making iron. And since we're making rotors, let's see what all we're gonna need. We're going to need 100 screws per minute. So how many screws can I make per minute? So I will need 3 things making screws. That's kind of crazy. Which means I will need 30 rods per minute. Which will mean I'll need 60. So one of these is going to be made exclusively for... Wait, how much is this? Is this 60? I think I said it's 60. Yeah, it's 60. Ah! Man, of course I put the ladder away. Okay. So 60. That will be enough to go to 2 smelters. With 2 constructors. And there we go. Iron into rods. So that'll be making 30. It'll take 15. Wait, so I could split 1 smelter into 2 constructors. Hold on. So, if this 1 smelter is getting 30 per minute, which it will be, and it makes 30 iron, I can use a splitter, which I put to the hotkey of 1. And I'm still not using it, but whatever. Into 2 constructors. Making iron rods, which will give us 30. And then how much does 2 screws cost? Takes 10, which means I could feed all these 2 into 3, which means that they'll both go into a merger and then into another splitter, which will be really weird to look at, but whatever. So let's get a merger. This is probably not really worth it, but I think it's funny. And then that merger will go into another splitter. Which will go into 3 constructors. So let's try and save a little bit of space. So here's 1. Here's 2. So these are making rods, 30, which will hopefully be split into 10, 10, and 10, which will make screws, which will give us 120, which will be more than what we need. So all these will then, again, be put into another merger. There we go. So that will feed into... that will finally feed into the assembler. Of which it will need normal iron rods. And it'll need 20 per minute. Which will mean I need 2 constructors, like kind of like this. So I can actually, because this is getting 30 and this makes 60, so literally I just need 1 more and I can move it like right over to here. I don't even need this one, technically. I'll keep it here just in case, but in theory I shouldn't need that one. Alright, so if I build it beyond this line, as if there's a wall in this line, I will be good. So let's see. First we need a smelter. Making iron. That iron will go into a splitter just like this one. I'll kind of make it in line. And just like over there, we'll have more constructors. I think if I do it just like this. Perfect. We'll be making iron rods. Alright. And now, what I can do is if I bring this around this way and then those straight here, what I can do is here. So let's get a merger. Put it right here in the middle. And then assembler. Actually, let's move this out some. Hopefully our iron plates get to be, our iron plate inventory gets a little bit more full, because it's at the end of the manifold, so it's actually getting the least amount resources, unfortunately, even though it's probably the thing that we need the most of. Okay, so I want to build it right about, so if I line this up, if I can see the line, why can't I see the line? what if I do it right here? Okay, that's good. Not far enough. Okay, but it'll be over this line a little bit. Okay, got it. About that. Is that straight? I think so. And then, is this straight? And then, that's not straight, but it can be. See that difference between default and straight? Just a little bit, but anyway. Now that will make rotors. That didn't take too long. Let me take this one out. If I need it again, I can put it there. But alright, so we're gonna need a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 power line thingies. Guess I'm gonna be building over anyway. Kind of wish I built it in line, but oh well. Because now there will be a bit of a ramp. Big whoop. Oh, perfect. Yay. There we go. Okay. Now let's get some power going on over there. I just run this to over like right here. There we go. Instead of doing that stupid 1, 2 there, 1, 2 there, we'll just run it as far as I can. And then, see, now it says it's too long. Now we'll just go to the closest intersection. Bam! Too long. Intersection. Bam. Done. Now, can this connect to anything? This will connect to this at least. So the first one will go like right here. And since that's already connected, it can go to one of these. Now let's get this one connected to like one right. So that, hold up. So that has 0. So that has 3. We've already taken 1, 2. Now we need 8. So we need 5 more. So this will be 1, 2. 3, 4. 5, 6. Theoretically. Okay, let's see if we can wire everything up with that. Oh my goodness, we can. Now what does the power consumption look like? Production. Consumption capacity. Alright, so max consumption, if everything was running, is way above our capacity. But looks like our consumption It might get close. Let's build another biomass burner just in case. At least one or two. Just to be on the safe side. Oh, while I'm here, might as well refill this. And take these out. I didn't make this very modular, did I? Because if I want to add another wire, I'd have to... Yeah, I get it. That actually scared me. Startled me. Now let's build another line just in case. So we'll build it out like 3. And then another line so I don't accidentally already end up using. You have... Now how do we look? Production capacity is a lot closer to our max consumption. But let's add another. Because we're going to be getting coal power soon. So all this biomass can be used. Here, I'll get you started. There we go. There we go. Now our capacity is above our max consumption. So even if everything were running at 100% power, we're good. We will be good. But for some reason we're not good because we're out of biomass. Uh-oh. Let's take care of that real quick. Because we have a bunch of stuff to make biomass. Biomass, commercial break? I don't know. Anyway. Here we go. There's some biomass. Let's throw it in here to start making into biofuel. While I do that, let's research the sulfur. While I do that, let's make some more biomass. Now let's go collect our research.
This unknown chemical element was in reality an unusual mixture of solid sulfide and sulfate materials from which sulfur can be extracted. Sulfur's primary use lies in fertilizers, which we have no use for. Instead, this element enables access to more volatile obstacle clearing and pioneer defending tools.
She means explosives. So there are like rocks that we can blow up. Like, I don't know if you remember the poison things off to my left. We can blow those up. Blow up monsters that get in our way and stuff like that. And there will be some like rocks that we need to blow up in order to get through or into whatever is like below them. This should be plenty of biomass to hold us off until we get to coal power. throw this stuff in here because I'm not using it right now. I also throw my coupon in there because I'm not using it right now. Okay. Now that is a lot of that. And that should be feeding all of this. Why is that one red? What is wrong with you? Here, you want some fuel? Here, take some fuel. Okay. I say green light on the rotor. It's making stuff. Let's go see how much stuff it's making. And we'll put a box at the end so it doesn't get full. Oh, it went yellow, which means it's not making stuff. It's green again. It's making stuff. Alright. Why is it not? Oh, it's because the screws have not built up yet. Because this one is running at 1 rod. But this one's almost full. Oh, I know why. Yoink. Yoink. I need to start using way more conveyor Mark IIs or else this stuff is just not gonna work. So if I can see this number get to 50, I'll be safe to know that this will always be at 100. Because then when it takes 25, it'll automatically have 25 left. Alright, cool. This, I don't think... $80. Is that a positive exchange? Yeah, it is. Okay. That should be good. Now let's build a little container. What is that? Okay. Good. Good. Stair car power consumption looks good. All this stuff seems to be working. 95% efficiency. 94. I think they're just barely getting enough. Yeah, they're just barely getting enough because these are so slow. I imagine it's the same with these, yeah. And I'd be building with Mark II belts more, but we just barely set up the one reinforced plate facility. So, is that a red? Is that just like... No, that's just lighting. Let's go take a look. Alright, good amount of plates. Oop. I did not attach a box to this, so this has been backed up for a little bit. Not good. There we go. Get some more of those going. Honestly, that's a lot of wire. I don't even know if I could, I'd slow this down. I haven't unlocked that yet. Let's go check on our reinforced iron plates. Wow, they're stacked. Perfect. Okay. Now... let's see. Can I unlock that? Power slugs. This. Start research. Perfect.
Overclocking development completed. Power shards can now be inserted into all buildings to increase input and output speed. Underclocking is also possible.
Yep.
Note: power consumption of overclocked buildings increases exponentially.
Yep. So if I had a power shard, I'd put it in here. And let's see, how many plates are we making? So this is making 20, that's making 20, so that's 40. So I'd increase it until that got to 40. Imagine this is making 80. So yeah, I'd probably be able to increase it a little bit, but I don't think it would be enough. But now that we have that panel unlocked, I can come over here and slow down this wire production to, like, say 50%. Now, instead of using 4 megawatts, it's using 1.6. So at 100%, it's 4. 50%, 1.6. Which will save us a little bit of power. Because honestly, we don't need as much wire as we're making. I could slow it down even more if I really wanted to, but anyway. So, next order of business, I think, is going to be coal power. So let's set up that inventory thing again. So we want like 5 of these. Like 2 of these. Maybe 3, I don't know. We'll want probably like 2 of these. I don't know what else we'll want. You might want to make a truck station. In which case I'd need 2 of these and 1 of these. Let's make 2 of these so that I have 1 for myself. Okay. So, let's see how many rotors we have. Not too bad. Let's head back over here and we'll make some modular frames. Luckily it's not 1 per, because it takes like 10 tanks, 15 tanks to make, but it's okay. I'll leave it at 20. So what I'll do is over near the coal, all I'll do is I'll set up some miners that'll feed right into a truck station, and that's it. Because all I need from that coal area right there is the coal. I don't need to do anything else because the coal will be used somewhere else. And then the truck will take it and leave. I wonder if I want to extend this because it's so close to just here and then build a road all the way. I think I might do that. Although this is a little elevated. See, this is something that I'd need to explode in order to get the power slip that's underneath. Anyway. Guess I could build the road like out this way. I don't even know where the thingy is that I built the platform at? Let's go market. So, well, in theory. So here's the little plant. If I made like a platform here, it would go over here. Maybe it would go that way? No. Let's see if I can make it go even more this way. So over this way? Maybe not. Yeah, I'm thinking not. Instead, I could take it maybe back this way, then over this way to like right before this rock here, and then turn. Then keep going this way. Is that copper? That's bauxite. That stuff's important. Well, it will be important. I doubt we'll be able to find any, like a good source of it anywhere near here. Then we'll take it, and I think it's like right here. Yeah. Okay, so let's put a little marker here. New map marker here. We'll name it Power Plant Entrance. So if we go this way, I didn't mark where the coal was. I think it's like right here. Go here, then here, then here, then here, maybe. It'll be a lot of road, but I think we'll be all right. So let's gather up a bunch of plate and a bunch of concrete. There we go. It's a yellow slug. Somewhere below the ground. Don't even know how to get in there. Not worried about it. I will take this Caterium though, for some reason. I don't know why. It doesn't really matter. Let's get over here. Limestone here. Okay. Concrete, how are we looking? Yep, that's filled up because I made those mark too. Is this one filled? No. Why not? Because it's being fed to this one. Whatever. Give me a bunch of this stuff. Alright. And I grabbed a bunch of plates. So I can make a ton of foundations. I don't know if I'll be able to make enough to make the whole road, but we will see. We shall see indeed. Yeah, let's build So any roads I build, I think I'm gonna want to build 2x2 at least. One more. Then straight out that way. Okay, and then we'll just have miners on like 2 of these, and they'll feed into like a merger here, and I'll feed into a truck station. Cool. Let's work on building the road first. So go this way, and then I'll have it built out from here. Highlight this marker so I can see where about it is. So let me go over there, and here's what we'll do. I will take damage. That was not part of the plan. Go up here. We'll go over here. Looks like take a look. I think I build just like this. I will be able to make it over that way, I think. So let's see here. Okay, so it'll drive from there all the way down here, and then it'll turn, and then it'll go here. Wrong way. Alright, now let me go take a closer look over here, see if we're not going to hit that rock right there. I hope not. No, we shouldn't. So, let's see. If I go straight that way. What foundation will I hit? I think I see the one that I want to try and build out to see if it meets. Meet that one right there. One over. Okay. Or rather 2 over. This could be close. Ooh. Just barely. Ooh, made it. Let's get a 1 meter ramp. This is a little much, I feel like. But I don't know. Hopefully it'll pay off, because I'm making this a really long. I hope. Now, yeah, one full tank of coal should be able to get enough, be enough for the tractor to go and deliver coal all the way down here. All right, so it'll go this way, and then. Well, let's find out whether the road works. That is. Customize now. Fix it foundation. I want to like change this. How do I do that? Colors. Whatever. It doesn't matter. We'll figure it out later. We can build, in the sink we can get coupons to buy railings eventually that will go along the side of this. So that the car does not go over the railings. Hooray! I'm not going to test the car both ways. I'm only going to test it going there. Here we go. Turn. And turn. And turn. Cut that one a little close, but I'm not recording it, so it's fine. By recording it, I mean setting up the auto pilot pathing, which I will explain later once we actually set it up. We're going this way, and then we'll turn again. We'll turn again. And again, and we're here. We are at the 2B coal power plant. Success. Pretty cool. Let's build a truck station. Up top. Over there. Not over here. Not yet. Okay. Alright, just looking at some stuff. So we'll need more rotors, which I assume by now, after all this running around doing other stuff, we've made. Wow, I am lucky. I mean, had it been too close, I would have just moved it over one, which would have just changed a few things, but not a big deal. Let's see how many rotors we have. since we're making rotors, I don't need this thing anymore. Oh, 100% efficiency. Yay, we have enough rotors. Alright. Now, let's get the rest of the modular frames we need. So prepare to hear some ding ding ding. Need 15. So, how you doing? Me? Oh, I'm fine. Making some modular frames. We can build a truck station. How's the weather? Ah, just kidding. I don't care. Because I have built... No, hold up. Let's just build 2 more so I can have my own little mini tractor. Not a mini tractor. It's going to be the same size as all the other ones, but don't worry about it. That way I will have no leftover cubes. Okay. So, let us begin by making the coal mining facility. Production miner. Let's send some out this way. I guess I'll take this one, or do I want this one? I want this one. Wow, so cool. Anyway. Yeah, let's build out a little bit more this way. And then build a truck station. Wham!
Fixit reminds you to drive vehicles accurately through a truck station's dock area while recording a path. This ensures it will connect properly once everything is automated. The truck station can be set to load or unload, and can also refuel vehicles. Unlike some pioneers, truck stations care about saving humanity.
I know she's not talking about me. I know. Oh, fuck. I meant frick. I've been trying not to curse while making this series. I don't know. Just don't want to. Uncouth. Anyway. Let's see. So... we can do this. Actually, we'll move it forward a bit. I hope that's enough space for the truck to come in and turn around and do its whole thing a bit biggie. first we will need a merger to take this coal plant. This coal plant. And then it will immediately go into another splitter. Where it will split some into the fuel section of this coal. And then the rest... Oh, I don't like that. Move it over one. Like that? No, that's the same. Is it matching up with this? I guess so. Okay, and then the other one will go right here. Great. Ooh, how am I gonna run power? If I'm gonna have railings on the side, how do I want to run power? Maybe I'll make them 4x4. That would be super expensive. Maybe I could put them in the middle. Make our little tractor run through the middle. One lane only. Would that be feasible? Yeah, I think so. And we'll go. Wee. And then I'll. And then I'll go. Wee. Cool. Sounds like a plan. One right there. No, we'll put it right here. Then we'll put one like right here. Can that reach that? No, no way. We'll connect that, that, and that. All to this. Theoretically, I could just connect that one to that one, but that won't look as cool. And then this will load. So we'll rename the station name to be coal load. Cool. And then once everything's powered, the coal will come in here and here, and it'll go into this, and then it'll go into this, and be split there and there. Even though these are the same nodes, the reason why I'm not setting it, even though this is going equal that way and this way, and they're coming in equally that way and this way, the reason why I don't just have them go into their own inputs is because this can only take one slot. So once this slot fills, this is going to back up. So what I want is for when this fills and it backs up, then the rest just comes in through here and fills this thing. So that looks good. Let's just take out this little extra bit here. Ooh, don't do it while I'm on top. Okay. And now let's, guess we'll run power through the road. Because why not? doesn't cost much. There's one. I'll put one at every intersection. Or turn, rather. Final one there. No, not one final one there. One final one here. That's too long. And then this is honestly way kind of wasteful, because when I could just run one line from like there down the hill. It's about looking good. I want my factory to be cool looking this time. We have the technology. We should use it. Actually, I'll just leave that one there. Okay. Actually, while we're down here, we'll build the other side. Okay. So, this is gonna be the hardest part. I guess I could put water extractors here. So... I'll go that way. Okay. Put it right there.
That may indeed be water. Try submerging your arm. If it does
No.
not dissolve, that will narrow down the range of possibilities. Or you could just pipe it to a coal-powered generator and see what happens.
I like that idea a little bit more. Mainly because that's what I plan on doing. But, alright. So, this will get 120 per minute. I didn't actually look at the coal generator. I'm going to assume that since it's normal, it'll give us the same amount as iron, which will be, what was it, 60? So 260 equals 120. So let's build a coal-powered generator just to see what we're working with.
Interesting, most pioneers already had coal power set up by this point, because they understood their responsibility to humanity. Adjusting pioneer attitude metrics. Reminder, coal-powered generators require coal.
Most pioneers are better than you and have cool families and super hot spouses and whatever. Whatever. Anyway, it'll be burning 15 per minute and using 45 out of our 120. Something about that doesn't seem right. $45? Really? Because I swear, in my other worlds, I've built coal power generators that like use 5 off of one of these. Anyway, so let's just continue on. Alright. So, coal powered. Can it show me the line or no? No, it's okay. Oh, I don't care anyway. Let me up here. Let me up here. Watch this, you stinkers. Yeah, using the cool game mechanic. Yeah, no. No, 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 no. No. No, no, no. We need a truck station here. You fool. So, we will build a truck station here. And by that, I mean I need to build enough space for a truck station to get here. I think that works. Because then it'll come down on the right side of the road. Right? Let's build a tractor. Didn't happen. Didn't happen. Didn't happen. So let's say up. All right, so the up works. How about the down? So I'll be going down on the right side. Whoa, cool it. I want a little bit more room. So let's move it back. So, try that again. So we're coming down on the right side. We go like this. Reload. Unload. Back up. And go this way. That should be good. Alright. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Like that one video. Alright. So this doesn't need to be filled because it's all being filled over there. At coal load. And it'll all just come out of here. Okay, now I can start looking at this. So I'm gonna put this like right here. Then I'm gonna move the water. No. Yes. No. Right there. Cool. Actually, what we will put instead, we will put a pipeline junction over there. And then what we will do here is we will put this right here. And we will put a splitter on top because it snaps to it. That looks kind of weird. But I guess if it works, it works. Actually, what does that look like? Can I put miners in here? Well, this is gonna take take a minute. Huh? Just kinda went. I don't know if I like the look of that. Because I know they added, with this update, they added these vertical splitters. So instead, what I could theoretically do to make it look a little bit better would be to put a splitter here, then take this out. Put one here. Then do that. Then have the coal be fed like that. Obviously, I'd make this a little bit neater, but it'd be fed over to here. And then from this one, it'd be fed onward and outward. It looks a little neater, but the other one's just so much more compact. It's not like we're in need of space, though. Because then the next one would be... Then I take this, I put it here, then I take this one out, then I put another one here, and then I turn it around, then I plug it in, I plug these two, then the coal would go there, through to there, then some would go through here and through there. Or I could feed the coal into the bottom and have the pipes above. Wonder how that would look. Only reason why I didn't want to do that would be because there's a little bit of head lift, but so what if I just did... So I put this here, then I took a splitter so I'd know how tall it is. Move it in a little bit. Okay, yeah, and then I take a foundation, like a 1 meter foundation. How does that look? Like literally being on top of it. It's like just perfect. Looks like it's actually resting on top of. So then I put that like here. And then the pipe would go... Hey, get up here. Move up here. Jump! I got this. Hold on. And then I put like pipeline support like right here. And then a pipe would go.
Fix-it pipelines can contain any fluid, including the water necessary for coal-powered generators. Note, water does not flow upwards by itself. While water
Upwards.
extractors provide some lift, to truly defy gravity, consider the use of pipeline pumps.
Okay. Thanks. And then there would be a junction right here. Then there would be this. Then this. Meanwhile, this would be like fed through here. What other shape can I make that? So that's auto 2D, noodle, vertical. Can I make that like vertical another way? Curve, straight. What does straight look like? No, I don't like that. I think I might just have to do it the first way. The very first way though? The one where I go like that and then put a splitter just like on there? Is that really how you want to do that? Where it comes out of this little hole right here? Like what is that? Why can't I put like a lift on the bottom of this? Wait a minute. What if I did that, then did this? That still looks weird. But would you be able to honestly, for now, I think it'll have to do. So what we'll do is we'll keep on just putting these like this. Wrong way. We'll go like that. Meanwhile, the pipes will come out to here. Each meeting a junction. That is fed right here with a water extractinator. Oh, give me a sec. Uno momento. Okay. Back to work. Let's just do... Straight looks fine. How does that look? That'll feed into that. It goes into that. It goes into these. Cool. And I don't need all of this. Give me. That kind of lagged me out. Anyway. Steep? What do you mean too steep? What's wrong with it? No, it's not. Oh, well, I guess that works. Actually, I'll keep that. 'Cause that's what I built off the first time. How much power is this going to make? So we have about, like, let's say we have 10 biomass burners making 300 megawatts of power. This is making 75, so 2 of them is making like 150. So if I would need like 4 of them to make like 10 biomass burners worth of stuff, which honestly isn't that bad, but let's see something. So let's go up, and what I can do. So let me plug this will go here. And then one will go here. Then it will go wait, no. One like right here. Still don't like that crossover, but whatever. How many spots does this have? 2. So 1, 2. And then the rest will just be on connected to a line here. Okay, but that's not important. I guess I could just pull this out. Ah! Almost fell because I wasn't paying attention. Then I will take out this line. Okay, anyway. What I really need is I need this to be powered. Apparently this is not connected to the main grid. But like that's gonna clip. That's so lame. What if I move it over? Would that be cool? That would be like better. Well, if I want to connect that, that's fine. Still though, it would go like here and then to here, right? Yeah, because it's not going to go this way because that's not. Yeah, so it'll go like here, dock, and then out this way. Okay, that's fine. Let's reconnect the coal. Good. Okay, so let's take this line out so that when we do connect it, all I want is this to be connected. Coal power plant. And I want it to unload. What the heck? Why didn't it keep the coal power plant? Is this named coal power plant now? Set to unload. Perfect. Alright, so let's get this line powered. It's like a big old smiley face or something. I don't know. What's up with my flashlight? Wait, what is up with my flashlight? Where's my flashlight? Is it on my helmet? Where is it? Not on me. Whatever. Alright. Well, a summer sloop. Couldn't see it in the daytime. It's too bright. All right. So, let's see. Why is this not connected to Doug Red? Because it's only connected to over there, I'm guessing. Yeah, okay, I never connected it. That's fine. Now, do I want to connect it here or do I want to connect it over there? I think I want to connect it over there. That way it won't really matter. Alright, so let's connect this stuff. I don't really need this connected. Ooh. No, stop. No. Now. There. Alright, now let's go back over here. Let's go over here. I gotta get those Blade Runners. Anyway. I guess I can just kind of do this. Please don't blow. Okay. Good. Now, the next thing. Oh, wait. If I put a railing, it's going to look weird. Right? Because it'll run into that pole. I need a shop. Where's the shop? Yeah. Management? No. Architecture? A lot of railings. Add to cart. Need to go get my one coupon. Ah!
Fun fact: architecture was invented when people began building buildings. If it had been invented slightly beforehand, perhaps more old buildings would still be around.
Fair enough.
Humanity sometimes lacks vision.
Okay, well, you don't have eyes, so you don't have vision. Get out. Where's the architect? Here it is. So, and I guess what I could do is I could just do that. I guess that's fine. Right? No. That's weird. I would just do that. And they wouldn't really match up though, would they? But it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because there'll probably be like I think there are like road barriers that I can buy eventually. Well, let me see. Road barriers. Why didn't I buy that? I got 2 cards. Where's the sink? No power. Fine, you want power here. Print my coupons. Gimme. Let me buy the barrier. Yeah, those never make like exact like. Yeah, that's fine. Other than that, it'll just go like this. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's gonna look a little weird. I hope that doesn't turn into a problem. Can this go on, like, angled things? Dude, instead of going all the way over there, why don't you just, like, make a ramp? It said make a ramp. And then... No, it doesn't. Oh, no. Oh, wait, these are probably, like, placed right at the edge. Or something, right? Whatever. I'll worry about it later. It's really not important right now. So next step is to start the recording for the autopilot. So, wish me luck. Okay. Up on our first turn. Okay. Here's our second turn. Right, here we go. Load cargo. I don't know when this finishes. I would assume that was good. Alright, here's another turn. Don't look at that. It's not important. Wait, another turn. Take it easy. You have your license. In real life. Okay. Okay. Okay, slow down. it easy. Unload. Now, I'm not a master of the autopilot recordings. I'm not sure exactly how they work. I don't know whether it's just like these arrows are like, hey, follow that, and that's it, or whether it like records my every key press. I don't think it records my every key press. I'm pretty sure it just puts down arrows and is like, follow this line, and you might even be able to increase how many arrows are put down, so that it follows it to a stricter degree. But I'm just hoping this works. Last turn. There's nothing in here. Start. No, stop. Enable. Did I just entirely ruin that? God, no. Well, guess we'll figure it out whether or not it worked. I'm gonna be an expert at this. So why aren't those coal miners filling? It is. Okay. Getting better at this. One here. Turn. Good. Don't accidentally close the loop. Turn. Good. You know, I think one other good thing about starting in the desert was that I wasn't distracted by going into other biomes and doing all that stuff. I had enough time to really like sit down with the three basic materials, uh, iron, copper, and concrete, and like make sure that I got a good foundation with those. No pun intended. Um, and like really made sure that I worked with those because it's pretty easy to be like, oh, let's go out and see what all that stuff is over there. Uh-oh. Am I going to run out of fuel? I've thought about that. What if it happens? Quick, 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 quick. Oh, I'll just change that. Ugh. I don't want it to look weird. Okay, hold on. Just focus up. Okay, now what I'll do. Oh, that's what happened. Okay, I see. So I will go. 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 Wait, no, come back. I want to ride. No, stop. 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 Wait, no. There. Keep going. Fine. Whatever. I'll just beat you there. Because you have to stop for turns. Not good. Ladder. Stop. What are you doing? Stop. Give me that. Put that there. Now go. Fix yourself. I said fix yourself. If it does that, honestly, it's whatever. We're gonna name this guy Jimmy. If Jimmy's job is to run off the side of the road every so often, then it's whatever, I guess. At least Jimmy made that turn. Let's see Jimmy make this next turn. Beautiful, Jimmy. Please don't run me over. Jimmy. Jimmy, you betrayed me. I've got to go catch up with Jimmy now that he ran me over. He's going to pick up speed on these downhills. Oh my goodness, look at him go. Here's what we'll do. Use a decoupled camera. Follow him. There he goes. Okay. There's the unload. I can change this to stop him from waiting for so long. Okay, well that's gonna be a problem. Ooh, well, kind of got it right there. No, Jimmy. Whatever. Is that gonna be a problem up there? Where I stopped to, like, you can always take this out if need be. Ooh, don't like that. Yeah, he's gonna stop for a second. Alright, so I'll come here. I'll edit this one to make him not stop. If I knew, I could put like another arrow here, but what if I could like place them manually? That'd be kind of cool. Oh, here's the little hiccup I had. But either way, seems to work. So now we officially have coal being delivered to the coal power plant. Efficiently? Kind of. Pretty? Absolutely not. Jimmy falls over, like, guaranteed every day. Like, he's gonna file for every sort of liability that he can. Although, I mean, I don't know what this planet's like. Jimmy, what are you doing? Jimmy, what happened? Okay, maybe at one point I'll change things, but for now, it does work. Kind of. This does not need to wait as long. It can wait like 3.5. Okay, it's got a decent amount of coal in it. Let's speed this up a little bit. So we'll, this one can stay Mark 1. Make that one Mark 2. This one Mark 2, and make this Mark 2, and make that Mark 2. Okay, now it should be getting coal a little bit faster. Little bit faster. There we go. Alright, so that's that. Now, what's that noise? Anyway. You know, I didn't see Jimmy fall off right there, but whatever. No! Give me another ladder, please. On the way down, I will fix that one node. I'll just delete it. Probably. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Not that much, actually. So, like, if I edit this mode, can I, like, move it? No. That way it'll just go from that one to the next one. Anyway. Yeah, he's carrying coal, so... Either way, he's... he's bringing coal. I don't know how much, but he's bringing coal. What is this? Normally it's just like a thingy. Anyway. Next. Power up the water generator. And also, check capacity. Okay, this might need to be moved. Why don't I move that? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, not like that, but I can have one like right here. Well, I haven't seen Jimmy fall off the bridge. So, that's also good. But there we go. That'll hopefully stop Jimmy from running into that. Okay. Now. That's good. These are all set. Let's, make some power, I guess. Capacity shot up. Production is going up. Consumption is as well. So, 45 per minute. You're making 120 per minute. How much is going through here? Flowing at a rate of something per minute. No, I have enough to build another one. Oh, so that's how that snap mode works. Oh, look at that. Okay. So then I will build another support right here. Another pipeline, like right here. And then another pipeline. Let's build another one, because we'll eventually need one. Because we'll expand this over time. Is that straight? Oh, hey. Check that out. Perfect. So what I'll do instead is I will just make a junction. Right there. No, 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 no. Not yet. I don't want to take water from there yet. Capacity is way up there. Perfect. This one needs coal. And it can also be wired up. Like right here. I hope I have enough coal. That's my only problem. Here, let's make all this stuff conveyor mark 2. Can I get through here? Then these on the that should hopefully help the coal get through faster. It's working on another manifold system, but seems to be working. Looks like we're getting more coal than we need. We're definitely making more water than we need. We have 240. Each one of these is using 45. Yeah. So let's connect these for better economy. That way if there's any not being used here, it'll flow over here. And if there's any not being used over here, it'll flow over there. And let's add one more. That's what we'll end off with. Junction. Put that there. Put that in. Let's look at the grid. Consumption's there. Production is officially broken off from consumption, because remember the biomass burners only produce as much as it'll consume. Capacity's way up there, and maximum consumption is nowhere near what we're consuming. So what I can do is go back up. Was that line him falling off the bridge? I really hope not. I need to figure out a better way for me to get up here, but anyway, let me head on up here. And what was I about to do? Oh yeah, I have to go try and take out the other biomass burners. Before I do that, if I take this one out, it shouldn't deviate from the path as much. I might be able to take that one out, but I'm not gonna risk it. I just don't want it to like do that swervy thing. I don't know why. It doesn't really matter. I guess I could take out all these in between, theoretically, if that's how it works. I'll have to look into it on how autopilot works for these trucks. I can see them over there. Anyway. Last order of business. Start taking these out. Or turning them off. As you can see, as I turn them off, the capacity is going down. But the production is not. Because the production has been solely taken over by the coal power, because these only, again, work off of how much are needed. So let me go put another one down, because I don't want to have to rely on any biomass at all. So let me go set up. I'm gonna end the recording here, but off camera I'll go set up two extra coal things, and hopefully that'll give us enough of a buffer to work without biomass burners, and then we will have infinite energy, effectively, kind of. So yeah, gonna end it here.